Welcome back to the channel, soap fans. Wait, is Lonnie Price Grant actually going to destroy her own best friend? And is Xander Kyriakis seriously about to throw away years of hard-fought redemption just to become Kristen DiMera's personal hitman again? Are you kidding me? Welcome back to Peacock TV Spoilers, your absolute go-to home for all things Salem. We have got some massive, jaw-dropping spoilers for Tuesday, the 2nd of June 2026. And trust me, you are going to want to sit down for this one. We are looking at tainted drugs hitting the hospital, massive ultimatums, and a betrayal that is going to shake the DiMera mansion to its core. Before we get into my wild theories and scene breakdowns, do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button so you never miss a single update. Let's start with my girl, Chanel Dupree DiMera, because my heart is just breaking for her right now. Chanel is already dealing with the devastating reality of an aggressive breast tumor while pregnant. That alone is enough to break anyone. She just told her mom, Paulina Price, the horrible news. She tried to tell Theo Carver, but Theo is drowning in his own drama with the Abe and Lexi love triangle, plus his intense feelings for Gabi Hernandez. Chanel, being the selfless angel she is, decided not to pile her cancer diagnosis onto Theo's shoulders. But on Tuesday, her anxiety is going to completely skyrocket, and it's all because of her husband, Johnny DiMera. Johnny is going to sit Chanel down and drop a massive bombshell regarding Jada Hunter's investigation. We all know the police have been trying to figure out who leaked the information to Sophia Choi before her presumed death in the river. Well, brace yourselves. It was Lonnie. But hold on a second. Lonnie didn't do it maliciously. She was just gossiping with her supposed best friend, Kristen DiMera. And Kristen, being the manipulative, psychotic villain we all love to hate, totally weaponized that information. When Lonnie finds out that Kristen used her and basically set this entire deadly chain of events into motion, she is going to be furious. I honestly believe Kristen DiMera is incapable of having a normal human relationship. Remember back in the day when Lonnie and Kristen were literally hiding out in an Italian convent together? They formed this unbreakable, bizarre bond. Kristen actually loved Lonnie in her own twisted way, but Kristen ruins everything she touches. I think the writers are setting up a massive, explosive confrontation between these two. Lonnie is a cop at heart, and she is not going to let Kristen get away with using her to facilitate a murder plot. And poor Chanel is just caught in the crossfire of all this DiMera family toxicity while fighting for her life. The actress playing Chanel, Raven Bowens, is acting her absolute heart out right now, and I am terrified for her character's future. Switching gears, let's talk about the baby mama drama that is completely taking over Salem. Joy Wesley is back in town, and she is making herself right at home. On Tuesday, Joy is going to meet up with Kate Roberts Brady. Now, Lauren Koslow is an absolute soap legend, and anytime Kate is on screen, I am glued to my TV. Joy is going to open up to Kate about the wild ride of sudden motherhood and the incredibly messy situation with Alex Kyriakis. Joy might even sense that Kate has her own secrets brewing. But let's be real for a second. I am so frustrated with Joy. She lied about the pregnancy, left town, had the baby in secret, and then just waltzed back in to blow up Alex's marriage. It is peak soap opera manipulation, and Kate is probably sitting there taking notes. Meanwhile, Alex is going to be spending some quality time with his dad, Justin Kyriakis. Alex is completely over the moon. He is gushing about little Kelsey, proudly showing off his new dad status. And it's sweet, it really is. But Justin is the only one in the room with half a working brain right now. Justin is going to ask the golden question. How on earth is Stephanie going to handle all of this when she gets back from China? Here at Peacock TV Spoilers, we've been tracking this storyline closely, and we think Alex is making a catastrophic mistake by ignoring his wife's mental state. Stephanie is currently out of the country, attending Trip Johnson's wedding, completely unaware of how deep Alex and Joy are bonding. You guys, we have to look at the history here. Alex grew up with massive abandonment issues because his biological mother, Angelica Devereaux, tossed him aside. Finding out he has a daughter triggered every single protective instinct in his body. He is obsessed with Kelsey, but in doing so, he is completely abandoning Stephanie. Stephanie just survived a horrific kidnapping by Owen Kent. She has severe PTSD. Her dad, Steve Johnson, literally had to teach her gun safety because she is so paranoid. We already know from the explosive summer preview that this entire situation is going to end in tragedy. Stephanie is going to completely snap, pull a loaded weapon, shoot an innocent person, and get arrested by Jada Hunter during a kidnapping crisis. Justin's concerns on Tuesday are the ultimate foreshadowing. The writers are screaming at us that Stephanie is a ticking time bomb, and Alex is too blinded by his new baby to see that his marriage is about to end in handcuffs and gunfire. Now, let's head over to the hospital, because Sarah Horton is about to face a terrifying medical crisis. The spoilers reveal that a batch of tainted drugs has hit the streets of Salem, and Sarah is going to struggle to save a patient who consumed them. Who is pushing this poison? Is Clyde Weston running things from the shadows again? Or is this tied to some dark corporate espionage between DiMera and Titan? Dead addicts don't buy more drugs, so this has to be a targeted attack. Lindsay Godfrey is always fantastic when Sarah goes into full doctor mode, but I have a wild theory. What if this tainted drug storyline is the catalyst that finally distracts Sarah from constantly nagging Xander? She has been living with him for Victoria's sake, but all they do is argue. A massive hospital crisis might be exactly what they need to reset their dynamic. Speaking of Xander, we need to talk about the absolute cliffhanger of an ultimatum he is about to receive. On Tuesday, Marlena Evans is going to pull Xander aside and put him on notice. Marlena is Salem's ultimate psychiatrist, and she can read people like a book. She is going to warn Xander that he is slipping back into his old, destructive behaviors. And boy, is she right. We all know the dark secret lingering in the background. Kristen DiMera is actively trying to hire Xander as a hitman to kill Johnny DiMera and finish the job that Sophia Choi failed to do. Xander was making such great progress. He walked away from his days as Victor Kiriakis' ruthless henchman. He tried to be a good man for Sarah and their daughter. But now, he has Gwen Rizchek breathing down his neck at the Salem Inn, demanding a bizarre romantic arrangement, and he has Kristen dangling a massive payday to commit murder. I can't believe the writers are teasing a relapse into his villain era. Paul Telfer plays bad boy Xander so perfectly, but I want him to stay good. Marlena does not waste her time on people who aren't willing to do the work. If Xander ignores her ultimatum and takes Kristen's money, there is no coming back. He will lose Sarah, he will lose Victoria, and he will probably end up in a cell right next to Stephanie. The stakes have literally never been higher. I am typing furiously right now because my brain is just spinning with all these possibilities. I need to hear from you guys. Do you think Xander is actually going to accept Kristen's offer and try to take out Johnny? Or will Marlena's ultimatum snap him back to reality? Let me know all your wildest predictions down in the comments below. And as always, make sure you are subscribed to Peacock TV Spoilers for all your daily updates, recaps, and deep dives. Keep watching the soap on Peacock, and I will see you guys in the next video.